now you can maybe understand why I went kind of viral for being on TikTok, for being cute girl. But if you saw me like 20 minutes ago, you would have never guessed why. I started my TikTok account for the sole reason on wanting to promote my music one day, and I thought if I already gain a following, then it will be easier for me to promote my music. So I started my TikTok 1 year ago, over a year ago, I think 1.5 years ago, right before I started traveling, because now I've been traveling for 1.5 years. I started right before that. And I just made a video about purchasing secondhand clothing. I think I wasn't really like mentally in the process on like sharing my music yet. And also my skill was significantly less good. I learned so much in the last 1.5 years. So I especially just focused first on stuff that I was buying online and stuff like that. Just random TikToks, really like no aim whatsoever. And I had like a small little community that was actually really nice. I really enjoyed it. Even if it was only posting for like 3 or 4 people, it was just really nice. And as we all know, is that you have to be consistent if you want to book success. It doesn't matter with what you do, doesn't matter what skill we're talking about. It, like consistency is the key to success. So when I started traveling, I just continued posting. And then the first time I went viral, that was really negative. Wasn't about being hot or ugly or whatsoever. I was wearing a mask. So, like conservative TikTok was like, you're wearing a mask. Then we came to the second point. Then I was in Nepal and I was just posting, I don't know, like a random video about like, oh, this is my outfit in Nepal or something like that. Or, oh, you found a tourist shop. To be honest, I didn't really feel anything for the fact that I went viral, but I did felt the obligation on continuing this kind of media content on just me being hot. And it gave me no fulfillment whatsoever. I felt like it made me really sad because I don't want to live my life and be validated for vanity. The future me here, I also just want to add, I don't want to be known for my beauty if that's not always even how I feel, right? Like if I have my insecurities and everything, I don't want to be known for that when I don't even know myself for that. I'd rather be recognized for my creativity or my knowledge or whatever, but not me being pretty. And I felt like TikTok made that very superficial because they were also like, okay, this is your reward. Keep on doing this, keep on doing this. And I was like, no, I don't want to. So, but I did, and then I just felt like it just didn't satisfy me. And then sometimes there are some days that I'm like, fine, I'll give in, I'll play the game. But then once I do it, I just become really sad and it's not fulfilling whatsoever. What happened afterwards is that I wasn't able to do it, and I gained a following of just horny men that I didn't really like. Like I got some inappropriate comments, some inappropriate DMs. I think that maybe for some people that will be flattering. I don't care about this kind of attention. What I said, these are not the qualities I want to be recognized for. And it was kind of in a conflicting way on like, I want to make music and this is what I was doing for my music. And now I have this following on people that couldn't really care less about the things that I'm interested in. They just really want to see me with the least possible clothing, maybe dancing or something like that. I think the highest peak that I had was 4,000 followers, which is not that much, but within 1 year, I guess that's pretty good. Did that impact my self-view? The answer is no, it did not. I'm very fortunate that I feel very confident in my own skin. And I can only imagine that if you're not used to some sort of validation or attention, that virality on TikTok can have a lot of impact on not only how you view yourself, but how you communicate with other people. I think for me, the virality almost worked as the opposite, on that I feel like now I have to look a certain way only for me to get validation from a group that I feel no connection towards to. And ironically, I also made a video about external validation a couple days ago. However, I think for me, external validation is important for me depending on what the subject is. So if it comes to music, I feel like is a very delicate topic for me, and I definitely feel way more fragile to getting this external validation. Whereas if it comes to appearance, I couldn't really care less. I always was very free in how I express myself and everything. So in a sense, of course, it's nice to receive a compliment, but I'm not dependent on it. Conclusion, I still use TikTok. TikTok, but I only use TikTok to edit so I can post it on my YouTube Shorts, which I definitely feel a certain way about because I don't really like the whole short form content thing, but this is the game I have to play and I feel very strongly about this and I'm gonna make a video about this. I have been philosophizing so much about so many different things in the last couple of weeks, but especially last 2 or 3 weeks have just been so insanely introspective, and I really want to share it with you guys, and I just want to share this experience. This channel is especially focused on music. I want to have a community that's more focused about music, but I thought let me just share the story. Yeah, so see you guys.